So hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to study about these strings. Okay, so let's begin. So I have one more slide here, that is one more notebook which I had prepared earlier, so I'll be referring it, but yeah, I will be solving with you so about the strings, and we'll study some of the methods or the functions of the strings. Okay, so what is a string? So suppose we are taking that is, string is nothing but the sequence of characters. Okay, for example, any message or a character, okay, that is known as a string. For example, like I am John Wick, right? So this is entirely a string. For example, you can check the type of A, so it is a string. Okay, you can also give a single character here, that also will be a string. In case of other programming language, the single character is known as char data type, but in case of Python we have just the string. Okay, we don't have the char data type. So even if we check for the type of A here, it will be still a string. Okay, so this is about the strings. So we will head back to the next thing so that we can understand. So okay, so the next thing is strings and slicing. Okay, one by one we will be studying this. So for now, what we will be doing is we will be studying how to print the string. Okay, so how you want to print the string. For example, let's take this message here. Okay, so now for I in range 0 comma len of A. Okay, so what we need to print is print A of I. See, it is printing I am John Wick. Okay, so now we do not like this, so what we can do is we can end it like this. So now it is printing. So now as you can see, I have given a space here. Okay, so it is giving a space between the characters, so we don't want that. So what we can do is just print the statement whatever we want to print. Okay, so this is how it prints. Suppose you want a single letter, then you can give a space here, so then you can get one letters. Okay, so this is how it works in case of loop, and if you want to print the string. Okay, so this is how it works. So next thing is, okay, how about the slicing? Okay, so what is the slicing? So in case of slicing, okay, before that, if you want to take the characters of the string, like if you want to take I, or if you want to print just I from the entire string, then what you can do is A of 0. So it prints the space. Okay, here it is space. Okay, and now it will print A of 0 is I. Okay, so this is how it works. Suppose you want to find the length of the entire string, then what you can do is len of A. So this gives the length of the entire string, the len function. So this gives the length. Okay, now also if you want to get the last character, then what you can do is give -1. So this exclamatory mark gives the last character here. Okay, so still it's confusing, so let's drop it, and then we can get the K. Okay, so this is how it works. So the numbering, like the index position, starts from 0 if you are going from the left, and it starts from -1 if you are coming from the right. So -1, -2, -3, -4, like that. Okay, so this is how it works. Now in case of slicing in this sense, you want to break the string at a particular position, then that is termed as slicing. So how does the slicing work? So we have studied the range function, right? Start, end, and step. So similarly slicing works. For example, if I want to start a string from 0 and end it at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at j, then what you can do is give j, and the last one is 1, step 1. Okay, so now as you can see, I am. Okay, if you want to include the j also, then you can give one more thing, or you can increment it. So you can see I am j, it is given. Okay, so this is how it works, the slicing. And suppose if you want to give the steps like I, then leave the space, then A, then you can give the step 2. So this is how it works. Okay, so you can give as many number of steps as you want. Also you can start from the last index. So how does it work? So what you can do is start from -1. So let's do here A of -1 till what you want to do, -1, -2, -3, -4. So let's take -5, and step is 1. Okay, sorry, -1, -2, step is -1. So yeah, so this is how it works. Okay, so KCIW, okay. So this is how it works. So for example, it is starting from -1, -1 is K, then -2 is C, then -3 is I, and -4 is W. So this is how it works. Suppose if you want to reverse the string, then you can use the slicing and just type -1. So this reverses the entire string in case of slicing. So this is how slicing works, and overall you can try different things with the help of slicing and you will get hands on it. Okay, so this we have learned about the slicing. Now there are some functions, string, upper, lower, etc. We will study one by one. Okay, so there is upper function. So what does it do? Now suppose you take a string, for example, I am Batman. Okay, so what does a dot upper do? Okay, print a dot upper. So it converts the entire string into uppercase. Okay, so this is how it works. Now suppose we want to convert it to lowercase. Let's take this and let's do this. And what you can do is print b dot lower. So this converts the entire string into lower position, and suppose it has, if it has a lower, then still it works, and suppose it has one uppercase letter, then still it works. Okay, so this is how it works in case of strings, that is a dot upper converts the string into uppercase and a dot lower converts the string into lowercase. Okay, so next is capitalize. So what does it do? So let's take this string. Okay, so what does it do? So a dot capitalize. Okay, so what is it doing? So it converts the first character of the string into capital, and the rest it keeps as it is. Okay, so this is how it works. And there is one more thing, a dot title. What does it do is it converts every first letter of the string into capital case. Okay, sorry, it's title. See, I am. So it converts every first character of the string into capital case, a dot title, and a dot capitalize just converts the first character of the entire string. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, there are some other things in case of string, that is alpha and find. Okay, let's try to do this. Okay, now a is I am Batman. Now suppose if you want to check if whether the string has only alphabets or the characters, then what you can do is print a dot is alpha. Let's check is okay, I have spelled it wrong. Is alpha. It checks whether the string is capital or the contains only the alphabets or not. Okay, you need not give the spaces here. Now it is giving is alpha, whether the string is just the capital or the letters or not. Okay, now suppose if I give a number here, then it gives false, or the space, it gives false. Okay, so this is how it works, a dot is alpha. Now there is one more thing, a dot is numeric. Now it checks whether it is a numerical string or not. For example, a is equal to 1 2 3. Now if you want to check this, print a dot is numeric. Okay, so it checks whether the string is numerical or not. Suppose if I give one single character here, then it is false. Also space doesn't work, and so yeah, space doesn't work. Okay, so this is how it works. Also some other special characters also doesn't work. Okay, for example, if I give at here, it also false, it also gives false. So this is how is numeric works in case of strings. Now the next is numeric is digit. What does it do? Is digit, let's check it. Okay, so a is equal to 1 2 3, sorry, 1 2 3. So now we want to check, print a dot is digit. Now what you can do is shift plus tab gives what does this function do? Okay, returns true if the string is a digit string, false otherwise. Okay, now, okay, yeah, so this also works as a similar case. Let's check this. True. Now if I give space here, it is giving false, it also giving false. So it works in a similar case as in case of numeric. Okay, so this is how it works, is digit. Next is alphanumeric. Okay, now what does it do is alphanumeric. Now this will return true in case of is alphanumeric. So what does it do? Let's check it. So next one is alphanumeric. Is alpha. Okay, what does it do? Is alnum. Okay, is alnum. So if the string is combination of alphabets and numbers, then it will return true. Okay, and now if I give space here, it returns false. Okay, so this is how it works for alnum. So now is a dot index. Okay, so this will return the index of characters and throw 0 if not present. Okay, now if I want to check the index of 1, so a dot index of, so index substring start and end. Okay, so what we want to check is 2 here, index of 2. Okay, and start position is 0. Okay, so index position of 2 is 1. Okay, now if I give the start position itself as 2, then it will return substring not found because it is starting from 0 1 2. Okay, so this is how it works. So what we need to give is whatever we want to find out, we need to specify here, and from what position we want to start the find the index, then we want to specify here. So I am giving start index as 0, it is giving 1. If I want to start the position at 1, still it is giving 1. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, now if I want to find the index of e, then it is 4. So this is how it works, is index. Okay, now this string returns -1 indicates start index of the string. So a dot find. Okay, so this is also works in similar case. A dot find, you want to find a, and you will start from 1. So it is also returning the index position of 1, and if it is not present, for example b is not present here, so it will return -1. Suppose a is not present here, then what does it do is, so it will throw error here in case of a dot index, but in case of a dot find, it will return -1. Okay, so this is the difference between a dot find and a dot index. So these are some functions of the string. Okay, and there are some other two functions here, odd and chr. Okay, what does it do is, so it returns the ASCII characters and the ASCII value. Okay, in case of odd and string. So in case of a, okay, so a is equal to 122. Okay, then what we need to do is print chr of a. Okay, print chr of a. So now it is returning, okay, characters. Okay, so ASCII value or the ASCII number is nothing but the numbers are present for every character of the alphabets. For example, if you want to get the character of okay, let's check the vice versa position, a dot, let's check the odd of a. Okay, so now let's give a as caps A, and then we'll check. Okay, print odd of a, so it gives the value. So that means capital case A starts from the that is capital case A is assigned the value 65. Okay, and what is Z, capital Z, so it is assigned 90. Now if I give 90 here, it is returning Z here. Okay, so this is how it does. So if you give the value, chr function returns the character, ASCII character, and if you give the character, then ORD returns the value. Okay, now in case of, you can also check the small letter, so it is 97, and if I give 97 here, so it will return E. Okay, so this works vice versa. Also I think there is a number for every special character also. That means if I give flower case, then it is returning 125. Now if I give 125 here, so it is returning flower case. So for every character and special values, the number is assigned which will be returned, and value is returned in case of number is given. So this is how chr and odd function works. Okay, so in the next class we'll study about the list, tuples, and dictionary and set. Okay, So till then, stay tuned, stay connected, and hit that subscribe button. Okay, take care, bye bye.